always looking for different ways to be able to do page layouts. Utilize different spot colors or just one spot color throughout an issue. Um, so that's definitely a challenge. I am not entirely sure how to start this with you, but perhaps I want you to consider taking a look at magazine page layout design. I think you can get a lot of ideas by just perusing and looking. Um, so, ways that you can increase the appearance or the page layout, um, like, if you do have a lot of pictures, maybe it's alternating, keeping them very organized, something like this, and then using your spot color with the text on top in a contrasting, easy color to read. So like there's white text that's on top of this thing. There are so many different things you can do. I hate to like limit and give you something very specific, but typically one focus image is the best option for you. Like that's what you really want to do, and then have your story, right? And then have your story relate within there. There's one main image. Maybe you have a big title, and then your story is shown after that. Here's another nice way that you've got a very kind of eye-catching introduction or entry into your story, and then you've got your columns of text, and then you've got pictures within. I think keeping it interesting and keeping it consistent throughout is key. Now that you guys have a video on how to do selections, doing a page layout like this is going to be perhaps a little bit easier. This is a very effective use of using your spot color in different places, and then using obviously your clipping mask and your text selection or your text wrap. I think I would just encourage you to really explore and look at things and then adapt and make something your own. If I were to redo this whole page layout, I think there are so many pictures, it's almost impossible to do that. So creating something where everything is, you've got a very nice even grid. We chose to go with a background image on here to help, kind of give a little direction. Everything is around, the main focus is right here on the Monty Python Spamalot. We utilize the frame to make them stand out just a little bit. There are things we could do by like maybe adding a color throughout, right? Switch so that's there. I'm gonna send this backwards. That's a long ways back. Just by adding and layering some things, sometimes that can be useful for using your spot color and creating interest across the page. Maybe it would have been better to have Spamalot down here and then the other picture up here, and line these up. It's really hard to say or to give you any specifics. I think looking at examples and getting ideas and just putting everything on the page first and then adding elements like shapes, like borders, like a background texture picture. You can always add, you can always add just like a basic gradient in the background, right? So I filled this box with color, and then I believe if I use the gradient feather tool, I think, and then I can go and click and drag. Yeah, I can apply a gradient that might work in the background of something. Be careful using something like this though, because you really can overdo it. You can overlay pictures. I'm gonna send this to the back. Creates just kind of a nice soft effect going up. I'm not liking this layout any better than what it was, but I just wanted to point out that that's my process for working and playing and trying to figure out how to make something look better. maybe it would have been better just to have that and no clouds. So I don't know. I'm rambling. I'm always open to have you guys come and ask questions if you have an idea on how you want to do something. Um, Nicole.Larson at Canelan.org, or stop by my classroom, G112. I'm happy to talk through and see if we can figure out a way to help you figure out how to do it.